28 July 2:34 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. You see that Deus 2 there with a 9-inch coil. You see that Manticore with a 9-inch coil. And the sharpshooter's opinion. Which one of those detectors is the better modern trash hunter? Looking at all the moves on those two machines. Which one? Guess which one? That one, right there, the Manticore. And it's because of what it does for audio. The giveaway. When there's a mismatch in conductivity, it lets you know via the audio, unlike the mighty Deus 2. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of tests here. All right, show you what I'm talking about, and disclaimer here, in case anybody gets any wise ideas or bright ideas, I have put on the full cup Deus 2 headphones on that machine right there and listen to it to see if it was telling me something I couldn't hear in that external speaker. The answer was, in my opinion, objectively, no. Okay? So the first test is that silver dove is above that nickel. You see that? It's above it. What could happen to you running both of these machines if you come over that, just like I'm looking at it right there? I've got the Manticore on, so I'll pick it up and show you right quick what this machine is capable of doing, and the Deus 2 seems can't do it. Now remember, the dime is not that far from the coil, unlike the nickel. The nickel is about 7 inches below this coil. You hear that? You see that trace? Hear that audio? All-terrain general. All-terrain low conductors with the same speed 4, by the way. Now listen. You hear that? See that trace in there? So a little double beeper. Now, if there was a piece of modern trash down there that wasn't so misaligned, conductivity-wise, you wouldn't be hearing this in this machine. Okay? Let me let the ID time out. Okay, so all-terrain low conductors is not giving an ID, but it's giving that double beep sound. All-terrain general, speed 4. Hear that? So if I take that nickel out of there, this machine won't make that racket, okay? You hear that? You can see where it's painting over there. Now let me turn the camera off. We're going to put the mighty Deus 2 over this, and we're going to look at 24 and 40 max frequency. Okay, I've got the Deus 2 on, sensitive FT, offset of 5. We're going to look at full tones first. Okay. No notch. I'm going to let the silencer down to 1. Okay, full tones, 92 sensitivity. Reactivity number 1. Now remember, I'm running that machine over there in speed 4. What do we hear here? Listen. You see the meter, about a 76, 77. So you don't have any clue there that there's a mixed conductivity target setup, do you? Audibly, you're not getting what you're getting with a Manticore. Okay, now I'm going to change frequency max to 40, or 24. We went from 40, now we're at 24, okay? Auto scan is done. See the ID in the window? 84, 80. You hear that? So you're not getting any clue there. There's a mismatch of targets to let you call into question the ID on this machine. You may say, well, that's junk. 83. 84, highest number seen in the window. That's zinc and penny ID. Right there's a zinc and penny. Okay. You hear that? Now that's full tones. Okay. Now I'm going to leave the machine in 24 max frequency. Before I change it though, we're going to speed the machine up. There's speed 2. What does it do? Don't hear really any improvement, do we? Speed 2.5. You see my meter reading? 84, 80. 24 max frequency. Okay, we're going back to speed 1. Okay? Now watch this. So, you know, you got to be open-minded and look at this stuff. We're going to 3 tones. Okay, and I've got a tone break up there of 72. Well, we know what a nickel reads, right? And we already know sweeping this, we're getting over 72 in both 40 max and 24 max frequency. Tone 1 pitch, that's the iron tone, okay. Tone 2 is 518. I'm going to lower that. I'm going to intentionally lower that to make sure we've got a good disparity. So there's 400. Okay, and tone 3, we're going to raise it to max. Okay. Now we're in speed 1, 3 tones. What happens here? Are we hearing what we heard with that Manticore? Okay, now that's speed 1, here's speed 2. So we've got an ID there that's coming up zinking at best, okay? But we don't really have the tonal nuance or the tonal behavior. Alright, I'm going to turn this machine off. We'll turn the Manticore back on. Okay. So this is one region all tones with that disc that I've put in the machine. And I tried putting full tones on that machine, running some notch. No help. Okay, so here we go with the Manticore again. Listen. Hear that? How about that? Now, Master Horseshoe, no discrimination. One region, all tones. That sounds more like the Deus 2 did, don't it? Okay. Now we're going to change to 2 tones. No discrimination. Tone breaks at 51. Alright. So what do we get here? So we get a high and a low tone. Horseshoe off. Now the disc is in the machine. And that's speed number 1 or 4. I'm going to increase it to 5. What do we get here? So from a tonal perspective, even if we discount the ID, this machine on that situation does a better job at letting us know there's a mixed conductivity situation. Okay. Now, I won't show it in the video, but I'll show you this right here. Okay. I've looked at the Deus 2 and the Manticore. I've showed some videos with the Manticore and the Deus 2 on this. From 7 inches above. You see that scenario right there? The Deus 2 audibly will not let you know with that 9-inch coil that there's a mixed conductivity situation down there like the Manticore does. Now, if we trade this out for this, you see that little 22 hole and you see that dime laying there from 7 inches above, the Manticore again lets you know, even though the ID is in error on both of those machines, the Manticore lets you know there's a mixed conductivity situation. Okay? Now, let me show you this here. Even that situation there, I just reversed them. Okay? If I put the foil out here and sweep the Manticore, it sounds the same as if the foil wasn't there, because the foil and that 22 hole are so near conductivity level. So you hear the same tone you sort of heard in the video here when I had this nickel down there. You hear the mixed signal letting you know, wait just a minute, you know, a real quick transition. Now, we've seen people, you know, do all these videos with nails and, you know, with this machine right here. Well, what about the modern trash that's out there, 6 and 7 inches deep? And I showed you the nickel and the dime. You could clearly see how you could miss that with a Deus 2. There's nothing to really call into question. Listening to the audio. Okay? Now, I might have got a smidge of performance out of the Deus 2 when I went to 3 tones. A very, very small smidge of performance. The Manticore, I get better performance even running one region, all tones running some disc. And I can also run 2 tones. And now there's other tones on the machine, 5 tones that I could probably use. Okay? So there have been people out running a Deus 2 that have swept over targets. Okay? And they have got that 80 ID, 84 ID probably, and they walked off. Some of those same targets you might have swept over with that Manticore and that 9-inch coil, even running all-terrain general or even all-terrain low conductors. And you would have heard that little double blip. ID would have been in error, just like the Deus 2. But you're getting the double blip. You're also getting that trace in that 2D screen right there too. Okay? So that's the lowdown. You're probably not seeing anybody show tests like this. Okay? Same plane test. And that nickel and that dime wasn't a same plane test. Okay? But I've looked at same plane, distance away from the coil. Manticore tells me mixed conductivity. Deus 2 audibly is not doing that for me. Okay, even wearing the headphones, not like the Manticore. And full tones comes up way short. And I looked at it with an offset of 0, 5, and 10. That's going to conclude the video. I hope you enjoyed. Alright, I've got this Deus 2. I'm going to add this to this video. You see that fold? You see that silver dime. 24 max frequency. Speed 1. I've got a 52 to 74 notched. I'm in 3 tones with a tone break at 72 with a 395 hertz for tone 2 and a max for tone 3. Speed 1. Listen. Let you hear this. You hear that? So I'm using 3 tones. I've got a tone break of 72. You see the foil down there, and I'm in speed 1. We don't get anything telling us. Okay, speed 2.5. Same ID, we still don't hear anything, do we? Alright. Changing max frequency to 24. 2.5. 85 ID, no audible. No audio telling us there's mixed conductivity. 40 max frequency. Let the auto scan get done. No sign. 79 ID, no sign of mixed conductivity of the audio. I'm going to turn this Manticore on real quick because there's a downpour coming fixing to hit me. All-terrain general. Now I have notch in this machine too. All-terrain general, speed 4. Listen. You hear that? You've got a trace and you've got the audio to boot. How about that? I hope you enjoyed. It's raining on me now.